Electoral Commission to ensure their permanent voter cards are printed to enable them participate in the forthcoming election. They made the appeal at the Independent Layout Ward 11, located at Michael Okpara Square, Enugu. Bamdeli Ajayi has more.
On the 12th of January, the Independent National Electoral Commission announced the extension of deadline of voter card collection at the ward levels by 1 week. The devolution of PVC collection to the 260 political wards in Enugu seems to have decongested the pickup exercise. Out of the 93 million eligible voters for this election, Enugu State is expected to distribute 253,567 registered voters with 127,665 new registrants. With the devolution of PVC pickup, some prospective voters complain that they are yet to collect their PVCs after registration.
Although the INEC officers, they are trying, but I didn't see my own card. And some other people didn't see theirs as well. That some people's card, they cannot find it. That they need to go to the internet to check for it.
INEC should do everything possible to make sure that those cards that were not printed are printed within these few weeks. We have a few days, not weeks. They should be able to print the card so that people can collect their card and vote during the election.
On the recent attack on INEC facilities at Amejo Kunano in Enugu South, the resident electoral commissioner condemned the unfortunate incident. A visit to the scene of the attack features blood stains, bullet-ridden holes, broken glasses, and burnt INEC security posts.
One of the biggest damage we received at that point is the death of that security man. Our electoral materials, the hoodlums could not succeed as a result of resistance from the police officers on ground.
He expressed hope that the commission will not be cowed by the action of the hoodlums. He encouraged the residents to troop out for their PVC collections.
Oh, there's a summer area you go, you find out you will not see any person throughout the day. But some area you can go, you find out you have a quite number of people. So such area that will find out that quite number of people are there, we strategize by adding 2% extra.
The devolution of PVC collection to political wards will continue to January 22nd before it will move to the local government headquarters to January 29th. Residents of the Southeast expressed concern that government should arrest the rising insecurity in the sub-region to allow residents to cast their vote on election day unhindered. Bamidele Ajayi, TVC News, Enugu.
Justice Ahmed Mohammed of the Federal High Court in Abuja has dismissed a suit seeking disqualification of the All Progressives Congress and Bola Ahmed Tinubu over the nomination of a Muslim candidacy for the 2023 presidential election. The suit, instituted by an Abuja-based legal practitioner, Sigwe Momo, was thrown out by the judge on the grounds that the plaintiff lacked the local standing to institute the case. Judiciary correspondent Celestina Area reports.
Justice Mohammed, in dismissing the suit, held that the lawyer had not been a member of the APC and did not participate in the process that produced Bola Tinubu and his running mate, Kashim Shettima, and thus cannot query the party on its nominations. The legal practitioner had in the suit prayed the court for an order nullifying the candidature of APC and Asiwaju Tinubu from participating in the presidential election on grounds that the nomination of Muslim candidacy is unconstitutional. Specifically, the lawyer, who claimed to be an apostle of the rule of law and social justice, argued that Muslim candidacy was contrary to the spirit of national cohesion, integration and unity. He asked the court for an order of perpetual injunction to the Independent National Electoral Commission from publicizing the name of APC and its presidential candidates for the next general election. However, in his judgment, Justice Mohammed disagreed with the plaintiff on the legal right to institute the case and subsequently dismissed it in its entirety.
As a Nigerian, if I can hold the Constitution, if I can swear to the Constitution, then I have a right to ask that the Constitution should be interpreted. And basically, that's and regardless of the consequence of that interpretation, As a matter of fact, today's judgment simply means that we will not interpret the Constitution, because the consequence will mean that some person may lose political position.
The plaintiff in his originating summons held that the nomination of the presidential and vice presidential candidates being from same religious faith is exclusionary and can possibly polarize the country towards the religious faiths, and is against the sacrosanct principle of social justice. Celestina Iria, TVC News, Abuja.
Commissioner of Police in Benue, Wale Abbas, has warned political parties and their supporters to desist from destroying campaign billboards of opponents as activities intensify in the state. In a statement released by the command's public relations officer, Sewese Anene, in Makurdi, the police said its attention has been drawn to this act, which it describes as barbaric. Mahmood Yakubu has details.
Benue State Governor and leaders of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in the state led party bigwigs to kick off state-wide gubernatorial and legislative house campaign rallies for the party. The state's Deputy Governor, Benson Abonu, Senator representing Benue Northeast Senatorial District, Gabriel Suswam, PDP governorship candidate, Titus Uba, and his running mate, John Ngbede, all joined in the campaign. Governor Tom, in a speech at a separate rally in Ugba, Sankara, and Katsina Township, told party supporters that the PDP candidate, Titus Uba, is well groomed to take over from him and lead the state to greater heights.
I want to assure Nigerians and the people of Benue State that we are committed, because APC have failed in this quest to deliver dividends of democracy to our people, insecurity, economic problems and all that. And the leadership in Benue State of APC have nothing to tell us again, because we have tried them in the past and they have failed completely. Nothing to show for when they were standing here in Benue State.
Governor Tom and Senator Suswam, along with other political leaders in Sankara axis, had separately presented the governorship candidates to Lugo, Ukum, and Kastanala Traditional Area Council, who gave royal blessings to Mr. Uba.
We have a man with some level of experience who we are projecting as the next governor, the Honorable Speaker of the House. Based on the experience that he has, because he's been part and parcel of this government, he knows the things that have gone wrong, the things that are going on, the challenges. And I believe that he has a lot to offer.
A noticeable feature on the way to the campaign venues was the number of damaged campaign billboards, an act the state governor condemns as capable of triggering avoidable crisis. The Benue State Governor, Samuel Otom, condemns the destruction of campaign billboards mounted by the People's Democratic Party in parts of Gboko. He adds that no individual or group has the right to pull down campaign billboards of political opponents, no matter the circumstances. On the other hand, the All Progressive Congress, in a statement, while faulting the People's Democratic Party, calls on security agencies to be on the lookout for persons carrying out such acts of mayhem. Mayowa Okwato, TVC News, Benue.
The Nigerian Army says it will be deploying its newly acquired battle simulation technology for training at the Land Forces Simulation Training Center. The mass assault technology provides a large variety of training scenarios, including high-intensity conflicts, stabilization missions, operations with asymmetrical actors, as well as maneuvers in urban zones and in the open. Sifonisian reports.
The Land Forces Simulation Center provides training for troops using simulation technologies. The latest to be acquired by the Army establishment is the Simulated War Gaming for Operational Readiness and Doctrine SWORD. Using artificial intelligence, the technology offers war game solution with automated forces for high-level training and analysis. This provides troops the opportunity to train for battle in an augmented and virtual environment.
The Master Sword is a robust wargaming software capable of covering the whole range of Nigerian Army ongoing operations.
It can provide a large variety of training scenarios, including high-intensity conflict, stabilization missions, and operations with asymmetrical actors.
With time, we'll make the Land Simulation Center a one-stop shop for all simulation training in both Nigerian Army during peace as well as wartime situations.
Master Sword is currently being used by NATO and some of its allies.
The technology brings troops into battle situations that are close to real life so they can sharpen their skills. Sifon Asian, TVC News, Abuja.